welcome everybody. My name is Shiva. I am the founder of Crystal Alchemy Studio and the ambassador for Alchemy for Humanity. And today I decided to go live so we can do a little talk about crystals and anxiety. And if you guys are just joining us, if you're watching the replay, if you can just write a little replay in those comments for me, just so I know that people are watching these videos. And if you're joining us, just go ahead and press those emojis, those hearts, those thumbs up. It's going to get the algorithm and it's going to put those videos out for people that can resonate with this. And if you know anybody that can use some of this information that's totally into crystals like I am and is dealing with some of this anxiety and fear that's going on right now with the situation that we're in, go ahead and share this with them and let them know that they can really benefit from it. So we're going to begin. So today's crystal talk is how to deal with anxiety and with fears and how we can use our crystals to do this. There's a lot of worry and there's a lot of stress that's going on right now, right? With a lot of the issues with the COVID-19, we are in quarantine, right? So our movement is very limited right now, and for some people it's creating a lot of anxiety. I know that for my son, it's actually causing him somewhat of anxiety. He does have a little bit of problems sleeping at night. He complains a lot about not feeling so good in his stomach. So it's been affecting quite a lot of people, and some people it's not just the COVID that's starting to affect them, but they deal with anxiety on a regular basis. Sometimes they have these feelings of fear and they're not really sure where it's coming from. And I'd have to say that, you know, the society that we live in today, we focus so much on the material aspects of things, and we're always on a go, 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 go movement, right? We got to get up, we got to go here, we got to go to work, drop off the children to daycare, run home, get dinner ready, get the kids bathed, get them dressed, make sure they do their homework, put them into bed, and then if I have some free time I can give to myself. If not, let's go straight back to bed, and then we do this all over again the next day. And this go, 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 go feeling ends up creating a lot of that anxiety within us as well. So I find that society, you know, our way of living these days have really brought in that anxiety into our lives, and that pressure of also becoming something, you know, or living up to something also creates that anxiety for us. You know, we have the social media that's showing us everyone's lives in a certain depiction, right? And a lot of people are glued on to that. And we have this idea that life is what we see in these images, and if we don't level up to that, then it ends up making us feel a certain way inside. And speaking of technology, you know, we've got it in our hands all the time. So this whole talk about 5 gigs and Wi-Fi and radiation and vibrations also ends up affecting our bodies. And then we do feel this sense of anxiety that ends up moving through us. So using crystals, how can we work through that? Let me be clear, crystals again are tools. They're not a magical, you know, solution to all our problems. These are tools. And as crystals vibrate in a higher vibration and we allow ourselves to come into the vibration of those crystals, it also elevates our frequency and it helps us work through a lot of this anxiety that we're feeling in the body. So today I'm going to speak to you guys and share with you guys 5 crystals that you can use. Probably those of you who are already into crystals, you already have these in your collection. If not, these are crystals that are easy to get, so you would be able to get them. You can find them online and end up putting them in your collection for you. So we're going to start with the rose quartz. So I'm going to show you a couple pieces that I have here. So this is a rose quartz, and this is a smaller version of a rose quartz. So these are both tumbled. They're very soft to the touch. If you have a piece like this is kind of like a meditation stone. You can use this and just start working with it through your hands. Now, the rose quartz is known as the love stone, right? It's the acceptance stone. It's the heart stone. We use the rose quartz mostly on our heart center. And this invites in the vibration of love, whereas fear brings in the vibration of anxiety. So when we're feeling that fear, we're feeling that anxiety, being able to kind of slow down and hold a rose crystal in our hand and breathe in that vibration, reminding ourselves that it's okay to calm down. It's okay to start having compassion for myself. You know, right now we're all cooped in at home, we've got our families around us, and sometimes that can create, you know, moments of argument and irritability. So if you're able to just get away for a moment, you know, go in your room, close the door, take a piece of rose quartz, and just sit with that for a moment and just start to breathe that in as you hold it, and just start inviting in the vibration of self-acceptance, of self-love. Rose quartz is really great on self-love, and it's a great crystal to use as a self-care tool as well. Another one that's really good to use would be blue lace agate. Now I've got two pieces here that I wanted to show you. This one is so beautiful. It's got these beautiful waves in them, and this one too is a really, really nice one. A blue lace agate ends up being a really popular one for my students and my clients. They really, really resonate with this one. And blue lace agate is, it's a communication stone. And when you see the color of it, you already see how calming it is. It's got this nice, soft blue tone to it. And when you hold this also allows you to kind of slow down before you react, right? It's known as our fifth energy center stone, and it helps us to communicate. So sometimes when we're in a situation where we're feeling frustrated and we're feeling angry, we have this tendency to react on impulse, right? We don't think before we react. We just kind of spit out something, and then we turn back and we're like, ooh, maybe I shouldn't have said it like that, or I shouldn't have reacted that way. And blue lace agate really allows us to slow down. And it helps us to be able to express ourselves, but express ourselves with awareness, right? So when we're feeling a certain way, we're feeling anxious, stepping back, coming back to our breath, always the breath. I will always talk about the breath. Taking a deep inhale and then letting go with an exhale, letting go as long as you can with that exhale, holding that blue lace agate in your hand. It can help you slow down. It can help you think before you react. It's actually a really good crystal also to reprogram your thoughts and your reactions as well. So this would be the blue lace agate, and I'm going to show you after how you can use some of these crystals to incorporate it into your daily life, so you can start using the vibrations in your day-to-day movements on a regular basis. Another good crystal that I have here would be the black tourmaline. Ooh, this is a really good one, guys. So black tourmaline is known to transmute and to cleanse negative energy. If you're someone that's very, very, very sensitive to energy, this is a really good one to have around and to work with. This is a really big piece that I have here. I have a few smaller ones that I wanted to show you. I actually have a box just dedicated to my black tourmalines. I just think the vibration of black tourmaline is so amazing. Hey Nat. I have a few pieces here that I can show you. This one is a smaller version. Now these ones are really, really high grade quality tourmaline. They're really not easy to find. These ones are more common. They have more of the iron in them. But these ones are really great to hold on to if you're feeling that irritation, you're feeling that frustration, you're starting to feel like all this pent-up fear or anxiety is starting to come up to the surface. Again, that breath. And then holding a piece of black tourmaline is really good. You can also have them as a form of necklace that you can wear around your neck. It's also really good to sleep with. I find it carries that real grounding energy. So if you're feeling really restless at night when you sleep, that's another good one, or even in the form of a bracelet. So when I do my sessions with my clients, when we do the crystal therapy sessions, I tend to carry one on each wrist, and I would put one on each ankle. Not only does that ground me, not only does that transmute all of that energy that's moving through the client and through myself in the process, but it helps also calm them down as well. When they come in, sometimes they're feeling very agitated, and you know, there's a lot going on, and they tell me I'm dealing with a lot of that anxiety right now. So we take that black tourmaline and we put it at the base of their spine, put one on each of their ankles, and right away you just feel them like grounded right back, and it completely shifts their energy. Another one that's really good is the CHRYSOCOLLA. Now, I have a few pieces I wanted to show you. I have this CHRYSOCOLLA. This one is more like a tear shape. This is really good to put on your forehead to meditate with. And I have these other pieces here. This one is really beautiful. This is actually one of my son's favorite. And here's another one. If you guys look at this piece, I don't know if you can see it, but do you see the outline? It's like a mother and she's holding on the hand of her child. Can you guys see that? Isn't it amazing? Actually, one of my students who had come to my class, she ended up pointing this out to me. And what's amazing about this image on this CHRYSOCOLLA crystal is that CHRYSOCOLLA actually carries that soothing energy, kind of like a mother's nurturing energy. And again, it's another good crystal to use if you're needing that sense of communication. Here's another story I wanted to share with you guys. My son last week was actually dealing with a lot of that anxiety, and he came to my room. He said, "Mommy, I'm really not feeling good. I'm feeling something in the pit of my stomach. I don't know what's going on. I need you to help me breathe through it and work through it." So I said, "Okay, baby, go in the room, go pick your crystals, and we'll start working." The boy went and he picked up this crystal. Instinctually, I made a video about children and crystals. Children are so sensitive to the energies of crystals. It's like they know where to go, which one to pick up, and exactly how it's going to help them. So if you can, as mothers, access just a whole bunch of different crystals, it's a really good way to do these exercises with your children to help them pick one out on their own. Ask them what sensation or feeling is coming through to you and how do you think it can help you. They're going to give you those answers. It's just phenomenal how children resonate with this. So CHRYSOCOLLA, and again, when you're dealing with anxiety, let's say if you're someone that needs to speak or do some sort of public speaking and you have that paralysis feeling, CHRYSOCOLLA can really help calm that energy. So it's a crystal that you can easily put into your bra, you can put into your pockets, you can carry in a little sachet in your bag, and it's really good to hold on to and to work with. Another one that's really, really good is the SMOKY quartz. I just love the SMOKY quartz. I just think it's such a all-around crystal for everything. And again, this one too is really good to transmute negative energy. It's really good to ground yourself down. This is a bigger piece. This is what we call a smaller tumble piece. So SMOKY quartz is again really good to help you process all of that negative energy, all that anxiety that's running through the body. If you're someone that uses a lot of your cell phone, if you're on the phone a lot, if you're on the laptop a lot, if you watch a lot of movies on your laptop, what's really a good combination would be SMOKY quartz and selenite. I know I spoke about 5 crystals, but I'm going to bring in the selenite because it's a really good complementary to the SMOKY quartz, and it's another really good complementary to the black tourmaline. So you can hold these while you're talking on the phone, while you're watching your movies. The kids, they're in a lot these days. They're under everything's iPads, iPhones, tablets, games, right? So it's really good for them to sometimes just tell them, "Hey guys, I need you guys to step back for a minute from all these stuff. Go wash your hands." Washing your hands is really good to wash all that frequency off the hands, and then hold these crystals and just take 3 breaths. It's so simple to do. Kids love it. They resonate with it so easily. If you have crystals and you've never let your kids play with them, try and see how well they connect to it. So together, this is a super great combination to help clear that out. And selenite is another cleansing stone. So it's really good to realign all your energy centers. So now from these crystals, I'm going to invite you guys to do a quick little meditation. So if you guys have your crystals, I'm going to invite you to go pick one, and then I'm going to walk you through a very quick, simple meditation. Now, meditation is not something that needs hours of your time. It's something you can do really quick, 5 to 10 minutes. And when you start to do that on a regular basis, it actually starts to rewire your brain. It helps to bring that anxiety feeling down. And if you're someone that deals with anxiety on a regular basis consistently, and sometimes you just don't know where it's coming from, trying to adapt a meditation practice very daily, and if not very consecutively in your life, I promise you guys, you're going to notice a huge shift in the way that you feel, in the way that you can process stuff, in the way that you react to certain situations. And you don't even need a crystal to do this. You just need to show up to your breath and to the silence, and just to observe what's going on through the body. So we're just going to do this really quick. So if you want to just pick any crystal that you have, I'll guide you through a really quick meditation. I think today I'm going to take my blue lace agate. So all you got to do is just comfortably sit back, take a few deep breaths, and let it go with a sigh. Now if your feet are crossed, I'm going to invite you to uncross your feet. And start to just bring your awareness to your breath. Let's take another inhale in together from the nose. And exhale out of the nose. It's hard for me to do as I'm talking, but you can do it out of the nose. So again, let's inhale. And exhale. Exhale longer and longer and longer and longer. Let's do another inhale. And exhale. Now the longer that you start to exhale, the more you're going to start feeling your body really soften. You're going to start to feel this sensation of just ease and peace start to move through the body. Now just start to bring your awareness to the breath and just notice how the breath is moving in and out of the nose. Start to soften the eyes. Start to soften the face. Start to soften the jaw and the muscles of your neck. And just give yourself permission to relax. Start to soften the left shoulder and the right shoulder. Start to soften your chest, the muscles of your stomach, and just let yourself relax. Start to notice how your body feels, and invite the body now to relax a little bit more through the spine, down the hips. Relax your feet, your knees. Relax your ankles. Soften the toes. And if you start to notice that the mind is getting really busy, all you have to do is just imagine those thoughts are in a cloud, and just let those clouds pass by. And all you need to do is take a deep inhale and exhale. Again, every time you notice a thought, just take an inhale and exhale. And again, soften the face a little bit more. Soften the shoulders, the stomach, the hips, the legs, and the feet. And just reminding the body, my dear body, know that you're safe to release these feelings of fear and these feelings of anxiety. And my dear body, know that you're safe, that you are safe, and that you are safe. Take another inhale and release with the breath. Now from here, you can slowly rub the palms of your hands together, create a little bit of heat, and just slowly place your hands over your eyes. Take another breath and release. Very simple. You just need to do this a couple times a day if you're really feeling a lot of the anxiety, or just show up and do it every day, or at least try to make a regular practice of doing this for yourself, right? Because the more you begin to show up to yourself and the more you take the time to do these little self-care routines, I promise you guys, you're going to notice a huge shift in the way that you think, in the way that the body feels, and in the way that you start reacting to things. Another thing that I wanted to introduce to you guys, which may be new for some, would be water elixirs. Water elixirs are really cool because you can take the crystal, putting your intention behind it and letting it sit in your water. Hi Lucy. And letting it sit in your water, and then you're again taking in the vibration of that crystal. Not all crystals are waterproof, so do your research before you do it. However, the rose quartz is one that you can put in your water. The smoky quartz is one that you can put in your water, and the blue lace agate is one that you can put in your water. So you would want to clean them. You can take a little bit of alcohol or hard liquor. You just take your toothbrush, you can scrub around it, rinse it with some clean water, put it into your water and just let it sit in your water. You can do it overnight. You can leave it in your water. I know tonight's energy is supposed to be pretty intense, so you can put it out and take in that vibration as well. Or what's interesting to do is you could take a piece of paper and write your intention on it. So again, I give my body permission to release this anxiety and this fear from the body, and I allow my body to trust, to trust, to trust. And again, that's going to pick up that frequency, and then you would be able to drink your water. So that is it for the mini class for today. I'm going to open the floor for discussion. So if you guys have any questions, if you guys did the meditation with me, how did you feel in the body? Do you guys have any of these crystals? Do you suffer from anxiety? Let me know. I'm curious to open up the floor and have a little dialogue with you. I wish you guys an amazing day. I hope that this video helped you and you resonated with it. If you think that this can help anybody, please go ahead and share it with them. Try these out with the children, guys. I'm telling you, the children love it, especially now that we're all cooped in at home. It's a great activity to do with them to help them process whatever they're holding on to. And with that, I wish you guys an amazing day, and I will see you guys soon. Much love.